Battles between landlords and tenants are getting even nastier. KPIX5's Julie Watts with details on a new tactic, publicly shaming landlords and home buyers who try to evict their tenants.
That's right. If you buy a home with someone living in it, there are strict rules regarding rent increases and evictions here in San Francisco. And if you want to move into the home yourself, you generally have to pay the tenants to leave. Well, now something else to think about before evicting a tenant: public shaming. These housing rights protesters aren't targeting a San Francisco tech company or necessarily blaming techies for the high cost of rent. Instead, they're targeting a new homeowner who happens to work in this building, using an increasingly common tactic to fight evictions.
We've been doing dozens of these protests around the city over the past roughly 5 years.
Activist Christopher Cook says the goal is to persuade homeowners and landlords to let tenants stay in their homes.
We're not doing this just in the name of trying to shame him. We're doing this to encourage this couple and others who buy buildings to not evict people.
At issue here, a fight to protect a kindergarten teacher living in an unpermitted illegal in-law unit attached to a single-family home.
I thought, where am I going to go in San Francisco with my daughter and my dog?
On one hand, you have a single mother who's lived here for years and can't afford to pay current rent prices anywhere else on a San Francisco teacher's salary.
It's really horrible for everybody involved.
On the other hand, you have a working couple who, according to their lawyers, scraped and saved to buy this home and say they can't afford to bring the illegal unit up to code. They can't even legally accept rent from the woman living in it.
They feel horrible. They would never put her in this situation or anybody else. They don't want to be involved in anything illegal or dangerous.
So while they admit they don't want to be landlords, they say they have no choice but to evict her. Though protesters like these want homebuyers to think twice before buying an occupied home.
We need to keep our focus on the fact that a single mom, school teacher, and her daughter are being evicted from their homes after living in this home for 8 years. So if a person's going to buy a building and they want it to themselves, then make sure that somebody isn't already living there.
Now, there's an estimated 30,000 of these illegal units in San Francisco and no clear laws for situations like this. However, some say current housing laws are actually to blame for the housing shortage. A group representing small property owners points to as many as 20,000 vacant by choice units in San Francisco. They blame the Board of Supervisors for making it so hard to be a landlord. They say people are choosing to leave them empty so they don't have to be landlords.
Right. It's tough. You can see both sides.
It really is. It's almost heartbreaking for really both sides of this story. You wish that there was a fix.
No easy one, that's for sure.
Julie, thank you.
Thanks.